In Absolute Superman number 3, writer Jason Aaron and artist Rafa Sandoval masterfully reinvent Superman's origin for the Absolute universe. They show how this version of Kal-El becomes a hero before he has powers because of his upbringing. Apparently, Kal's biological parents are just as capable of raising a hero as his adopted parents, the Kents, were. This issue also furthers the series' theme of how classism, fascism, censorship, and anthropocentric views harm society. As established in previous issues, Kal's parents Jor-El and Lar-El were outspoken scientists that were outcast by Krypton's elite for openly criticizing Krypton's government, the Science League. This instilled a natural affinity for originality, truth, and justice in Kal and made it harder for him to thrive on Krypton, a fascist scientocracy. Kal's slowness and incoordination combined with low grades lessened his chances of joining a guild and climbing the social ladder of Kryptonian society. His refusal to use Krypton's generative AI, the Luminarium, in favor of drafting his school reports with his writing forced him to become a pariah. To be fair, Gen Zers who use ChatGPT on all their papers will find Kal strange too. At the beginning of this issue, Kal, Jor, Lara, and Krypto hiked to the Round Mountains. During this hike, the trio discussed Kal's teacher calling his parents with a negative report for not generating text with AI for his schoolwork. Man, don't you wish you had Kryptonian teachers? Despite Kal fearing that his parents would be upset with him for not doing well in school, they expressed they were proud of him for following his passions, writing and journalism, a clear connection to his mainline counterpart. They warned him that following the path of a journalist would be arduous. Krypton's government, the Science League, enforced strict censorship laws. After that, when Jor mined the rock of the mountains and a green gas oozed out of the surface, it was unveiled that this family excursion was actually a research trip. Jor needed samples of kryptonite for research he intended to bring to the Science League to warn them that Krypton was dying. While Jor gathered the data for his research, Lara was building something off-panel. They were preparing to leave Krypton. After Kal spied on his parents working, trying to understand why they'd been so consumed with work lately, Krypto alerted him to dead wildlife with green gas emanating from their burning carcasses. This prompted Kal to roam the Redlands, the rural farmland of Krypton in which his family lived, to see Kryptonite's deleterious effects on the environment. Kal took note that it made sense the lower caste laborers of Krypton were the first to feel the pains of the world's imminent destruction. A week later, Kal went on a field trip to the Science League in Krypton's capital city, Kandor. While on the train to his destination, he sat alone writing a report of what he'd seen in the Redlands. During his ride, he and his classmates witnessed Kryptonite's disproportionate impact on laborers. When the students arrive at the Halls of Wisdom of the Science League, it's apparent that the clerics, the folks that make the organization